We're back on the show. We're going to do jokes now. This is good, David, because you don't have to come and you don't have to, even though you're a fantastically funny guest. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, our guests aren't that funny.
Sure.
So we write jokes.
Great.
So, would you like to read one?
Yeah.
That's for you.
I'll play along.
A little louder.
This one, I don't know in this era. They announced there's going to be another Twilight movie, and the little girl inside of me is really excited.
I made a bad business decision, Adam Eget. Started an online business. You know what I sold? Brick and mortar.
That's pretty good. I like you gave it something, too.
I gave a little bit. Hey, listen, I may not have book smarts, but you know what I have? Supermarket flyer smarts. You know where I got them? From reading a lot of supermarket flyers.
That can't be one of the jokes, is it?
Jesus.
Dude.
Did you ever think...
I smell a mass firing. Is this going to go down as a test show?
No.
You better fucking air it.
Listen, did you ever think that I wanted to...
Jesus Christ. Test show, test show. I'm being tricked.
Hey, a new study shows 37% of people talk to their car. It's the first study ever conducted by the International Organization of David Hasselhoff. Listen, David Spade, it was great to have you on the show. Thanks a lot, everybody.
I do remember one joke.
Oh, really?
How do you get a tissue to dance?
How do you get a tissue to dance?
You put a little boogie in it.
We're gonna throw that one out.
That's my kid's favorite joke. We tell it all the time.
Do you want to hear my kid's favorite joke?
Yeah.
Roses are gray, violets are gray, tulips are gray because I am a dog.
Is that like a haiku more than a joke?
A little bit of a haiku. But believe me, your children, we're back. Now, what we do here, Drew, is we, you know, sometimes guests aren't as fantastically charming and beautiful and with such a great sense of humor
Holy
as
shit,
you.
Norm, thank you.
However, we write jokes for them just so in case. So do you want? Would you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you? Okay, we'll start with Adam Eget. He'll read a joke.
Okay. I wear my hair in a big man bun to compensate for my tiny man hot dog.
Cocktail wiener.
Oh, that's much
Pretty
better.
good. That was a much
Change
better
that.
tag. No, I will.
I don't think this is going to do much better. The president of ESPN says he quit the network because he was being extorted over his cocaine use. Cocaine also explains fuck it. Here's a joke for the great Drew Barrymore, maybe our finest comic actress.
Oh, you are...
Drew.
Did you know every planet in our solar system is named after a god?
I did not know that.
Except Earth, which is named after all that stuff on the ground. Okay, can I keep this?
You got
I love this.
Every day, Drew, I try to expand my vocabulary by using new words to give my arguments more verisimilitude. Today's word is expand.
Again, I don't get it.
I love people that say they don't get it because, you know, sometimes you tell a joke and they go, and then you explain to them and then they go, I don't like it. And you're like, you don't get to not like it. You didn't fucking get it. Okay. Here you go, Adam Eget.
Stupid to not like it. No, you're too stupid to like it.
My father urged me to pursue my passion. That's why I'm here. I had to go into showbiz to make all the money I lost designing and marketing neckerchiefs.
It's always a good idea to stutter on the final word. You know, Drew, call me old-fashioned, but I long for the days when wives stayed at home and only cost 3 goats.
I get that one.
It was fantastic to have you here.
Thank you.
I've still got this joke. That's so sweet, honey. So here's your joke. Now, I want you to read ahead, and then as soon as you finish the joke, me and Adam Eget are going to rush out there and sing a little song.
You got it.
Okay, but read ahead.
Fuck it up.
Read ahead.
Nobody...
No, read ahead.
What do you mean?
Like read silently, read ahead, so...
Oh!
Yeah. But before she reads it, just thank.
Thank
Thank you so much for being here.
So kind of you to come. Here is the final joke.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Am I waiting for you or are you
Oh,
waiting
no.
for me?
I'm waiting for you.
I finished.
You? Oh no, you read. Drew Barrymore, everybody give her a hand. We're back. Only with enough time to thank Judge Judy. And we had one more question before you applaud. Oh, well, now I feel like a fool because this is not for Judge Judy. This is a question that's left over from another interview. Should I just ask?
Yeah, might as
Can I
well.
ask you this? I don't know if it makes any sense. What's next for Matthew McConaughey?
I don't know. What is he driving now? What is he driving now?
A Ford.
A Ford.
Yeah.
I don't know what's next. You never can tell.
Judge Judy, thank you so much, sweetheart. So here's the time in the show where we do jokes. And, you know, Dave doesn't even need jokes because he just says stuff and then everyone laughs.
Yes.
So here's a joke. Do you want to read the first joke?
Do I have to read them?
Yeah.
I mean, if
no,
this
you don't have to do anything.
If this
but
is what is part of the thing, yeah.
Where are my...
I'll do a bad joke first, though. If Earth hasn't been visited by
Every other guest has done this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Earth hasn't been visited by super intelligent aliens, then who made all those inexplicable, perfectly strong... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then this is yours.
So the idea is I get 2/3 of the way fucking
No,
up
no,
and then
no.
throw-
No, you do your best.
I was once trapped on a desert island, and to be honest, the 5 albums I brought didn't help a goddamn thing. That's a very popular, long-running show in Great Britain.
British presenters, especially in the 90s, especially children presenters, turned out to be a cult of much evil. I don't want fancy things or fancy schmancy things. I don't even want fancy schmancy wancy things or fancy schmancy take a trip to Francie things. What I want is wasting your time and mine.
You're an infant.
Here, you read one.
A lot of people have... sorry, I'm a little nervous. I already fucked it up.
No, you didn't. Come on.
A lot of people are excited for self-driving cars, and so am I. Finally, I'll feel what it's like to kill without having any personal responsibility.
I had this conversation earlier today. We were on one of the freeways.
Yeah.
And I just posed the question, have we really verified the advantage, what it is for self-driving cars? Like your life would be easier because you don't drive.
I know. So I'd be perfect. I'd be the perfect person to
how
try
much-
the self-driving car.
But how much difference is it from Uber?
Oh, well, I wouldn't drive it. I guess I'd be a self-passenger.
Well, no. In a self-driving car, the car drives itself.
Right. Why is it different than Uber?
No, I know why it's...
Well, first of all, the self-driving car...
I'm trying to understand what is the possible benefit to humanity if you see the 405 packed on a Friday afternoon with 1 million cars and nobody behind the wheel. Why not just a train?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
What is the benefit?
Well, the benefit over an Uber, which you probably wouldn't get a train.
I'm not even...
You probably wouldn't get a train
No.
or an aircraft. You know, it would probably be between a car and a taxi cab.
Mm-hmm.
Would it
And I
cut
think
down on...
the difference is that the self-driving car would not make racist comments every once in a while.
Easy enough to program in.
That's true.
You know what I did the other day? I had to go into Dick's. You ever been to
Dick's Sporting Goods? Well, first of all, I applaud them for not selling AR-57.
They used to, and they took them off the shelves. You cannot
God
buy
bless
one there. Yeah. But Dick's, I love it because nobody works at Dick's. The customers help each other.
Right.
And
Yeah, you're just- it's very true.
it's nice.
Just wander around.
Yeah. Hi, are you? So I go into the fishing department, and I need some fishing items, little minor things. And then I go to the
You know
woman.
fishing?
Yeah.
The woman standing behind the fishing counter, and I said, knowing the answer already, I said, may I pay for these here? And she says, no, you go up there where the golf equipment is. You can pay for them up there. That's Dick's. That's just how they operate.
They do.
Yeah, nothing's easy.
It's up at that top.
Everything's the opposite of obvious. So I go up there. I put my fishing gear down on the thing, and the guy says, "Oh, you look like a fisherman," says to me. And I said, "Oh, thank you." I said, "You know, it's easier to look like a fisherman than it actually is to catch fish." And the guy says, "That's right." He says, "Hey, you look like David Letterman." And now I'm feeling that we're sharing a moment of good spirit, and I say, "I am." And then he says, "Not that I would know." What is that?
Alice in fucking
I don't
Wonderland
know.
in
Yes.
there.
Well, it's Dick's. It's the magic of Dick's. What's up?
Hey, you ever think of
dude.
going on stage and doing like when's the last time you ever did stand-up material? I remember you did that anniversary for the comedy
Yeah, the
store.
20th. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could. I admire people who do it. Like Seinfeld and yourself and Leno. There are guys, men and women, who love doing this, can't wait to do it. And when I was doing it on the road, every afternoon at 2 o'clock, my stomach would start to hurt because I realized I was just hours away from bombing.
Oh yeah.
And that was my career. But some guys thrive on that. You don't get the stomach ache in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
yeah. I
Oh,
hate
do you?
it. Oh yeah, I hate it. And I remember
But you
actually.
always prevail. You don't bomb, do you?
No, but I hate it. I get so nervous before. And then I remember the first time I ever saw Leno, he was backstage, and he's got three
You got
sandwiches.
a sandwich. That's right.
And then we're like, whoa, and the guy's calling his name. He's like, like, you couldn't even imagine it. You know?
That's, one year when he was hosting the Emmys, and he and I were standing outside of the Dorothy Mahuna Theater, and he's out there eating. You know, he's just minutes away from going on stage to introduce Best Short for a part-time actor, and he's feeding himself.
Hey, what about this joke? If you can't handle me when I'm covered in the blood of a boar I've just sacrificed to the gods, then you do not deserve me during the bountiful harvest that will result. Nah, those things don't work out.
I'm not coming back, Norm.
Now he read the joke.
I don't think we're coming back either.
Don't say that, Adam. Here's the joke.
TV pitch, 3 words, young Gene Shalit.
I'd watch that. I would watch.
They are going to have to lease editing equipment for this show.
Oh, no, by the way, we have to go, Dave.
Yes.
We have to go.
Yeah.
But we made a song up to sing.
Oh,
What about
God.
this? Not for you to sing, though. You can just watch us. Male authors are obsessed. This is what, going back to I don't know, Updike and Hemingway. Male authors have been, Anyways, male authors do tend to be obsessed with female bodies. Male authors obsessed with female bodies. Going on and on about webbed feet and soft insulated. I'm sorry, that's male otters. No, Dave, no. Dave Letterman, everybody. How could it end like that? He walked out of the show. We're back with the only Jane Fonda. By the way, I don't need a pickup line now that I have a giant Norm neon sign in front of my desk.
Why are you drinking Red Bull?
I love Red Bull.
Oh, Norm. I want you to stay healthy. It's bad for you.
Maybe you could change me.
Are you married?
No, I am not.
But you have children.
I have a boy, but he's 25. He wouldn't get in the way. And I love dogs. This reminds me, did you ever see the time that Phil Donahue had Marlo Thomas as his guest on the Phil Donahue Show, and they fell in love?
No, really? Oh. Oh.
Here's where we do the jokes. These are jokes that we just write them out on blue cards, and all we do is we say the jokes.
Okay.
So I'll do one just so you get the idea. I like my movies like I like my pasta. Meatballs, too. Okay, go on.
I can't stand stuck-up bodies of water.
Is that right?
It's like, get over yourself, Lake Superior.
Oh, get this, Jane. When I was a kid, I walked in on my parents having sex. It was the most embarrassing half hour of my life. This is what I saw. I walked in.
Your mom is lucky.
I walked in. I take after my father.
Wow.
Here's one for you.
You have a great profile.
I'm blushing. Really?
Oh.
Yeah. Turns out. Yeah, it's, you know who you look like in profile? Brando.
Oh,
Marlon Brando?
Yeah.
towards the end?
I'm not kidding.
How did you... What does Brando sound like? Can you do an impression of Marlon
No,
Brando?
I can't do
I
impressions.
bet you can.
No,
Try Marlon Brando.
I can't.
Try.
No, I don't.
Try
I
just
don't.
for fun.
Stella!
Marlon Brando from Streetcar Named Desire. Jane, if you fight fire with fire, there's only one winner. America's powerful fire lobby.
Who writes these? My favorite NCAA teams all happen to be colors. Auburn, Navy, Sienna, and hot bubblegum pink.
Oh, they're very good, yes. They. Do you want to say it again?
No.
Oh, here's something interesting. You don't have to hold on to that.
I'm just trying to believe that somebody actually wrote that as a joke.
My palm reader told me that I have nice hands. Maybe the nicest hand she's ever seen. Also, on Friday, I'm going to get hit by a train. But anyways, we have two more jokes. And then we're off to Vegas. Okay, so you can pick the joke like magic. Okay, I'll do the first, because then you'll do the last, and then, let's be honest, most people you ever see go skinny dipping are more actually going dipping. Let's just be. And now, Jane Fonda will do the last joke, so say your joke. And oh, before you say your joke, Jane Fonda, everybody! Right here. How about that? Oh my God, they love you. They love you. Can I kiss you?
If I could add one president to Mount Rushmore, it would be James Polk, because I'm interested to know what he looked like.
What did he look like? Let's do our song.
That's good thinking.
Okay, this is the segment, Chevy. We don't always have world-class comedians like you on the show. We often have people that aren't funny. So we write jokes. We write jokes, and then we tell the jokes. And then, you know, we all do it. You know, like Adam Eget will read a joke. Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, sure. So try to imagine how different our world would be if Mumford had remained childless.
Fad Mumford?
Fad.
Fad.
Fad?
Shut up. Okay, next.
You know, I've been jogging for a few months now, Chevy, and you might like to know that I recently set a personal record for a 5-mile run. 3 miles. But let me say this first. I am a gifted but self-taught composer.
Why don't you just wipe your mouth a little? Making me fucking sick.
Chevy, I am going to challenge you to do not John Belushi, but just get a laugh by going to sneeze, by putting that on your mouth. Just anything that comes to your mind. Help me! That's amazing. And this, thank you so much for being here, my friend. It was a great pleasure.
Done?
We are after you tell the jokes, but I just want you to get your due from the crowd. Thank you. And now the final joke by Chevy Chase.
To me, perfect sex is like a car wash. You start by lining up right and going in slow, and you finish when 3 Mexican dudes run up and furiously towel you off.
Chevy Chase, everybody, let's sing a song. Here we go. No, we tell jokes. We have blue cards.
Okay.
On the blue cards, jokes are written. We speak the jokes. Some people read ahead. Some people like to go out on the wire and, you know, see what happens. Here's your first joke. Should I start? Maybe I should start.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I should start.
Show 'em how it's done.
This is not a great joke. I shouldn't editorialize. A storm picked up eggs and milk over the Rockies and is now battering the Midwest. It's a terrible. So that's not much of a joke.
That was the one you were going to give me to start it?
No, I was going to give you this one.
Jeez.
This one I like very much.
Okay, and do I have to do it with such gusto?
Oh, no.
Now, I ain't saying she's a gold digger,
You're not saying she's a gold digger.
but she does have several shovels, picks, and panning sluices strapped to her burrow.
Oh, well. She may, in fact, be a gold digger.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Here, you read one.
Do you know what they are?
They're jokes. On
No, man. Have you read them before? I get
No,
the
nobody's
joke.
allowed to look at it. Read it.
If you're one of those people who complains that CVS receipts are too long, you are gonna fucking hate books.
Why do you swear? Why do you swear? Do you need to swear? What about this
Is there a
one?
curse in that one?
No, but
Wearing glasses doesn't always make you smarter. For example, you must wear them on your face. I'm missing it.
well, if you wear it on another part of your body,
You must wear them on your face.
ridiculous.
You know,
So I had to deliver that with a little bit more ignorance.
it's hard. I guess you should. I guess you probably should push
Wear them.
face.
Like that was like an important thing. Like
Try
for
it now.
example,
Try it now, and just give everything to that one word, face.
Okay. Wearing glasses doesn't always make you look smarter. For example, you must wear them on your face.
No, nailed it.
Is that good?
Yeah.
That's very
Last time I
good.
got it.
You know these donkey
I
shows
feel
down
like
in-
that's a pity laugh. Definitely this
I know
area
pity
was a pity.
laugh.
That was a pity. There was a couple genuine over there.
Sir.
Okay, M. Night. Take everything you know about bread and throw it out the window. Okay? Did you do that?
I did.
Great. Now, let me tell you about a little invention I made. Bread. It's all fun. Hey, who's this graffiti artist who draws chalk outlines of people in the bad parts of town? I like it. I like it. Yeah, once, you know, if you're sitting around with your thumb up your ass, how could you possibly think you were doing nothing? It just doesn't make... Read this a little bit in advance. And I think this might be the last joke. Oh, how about this while you're reading? Prison rapes are delicious. Prison rapes? Well, I'm sorry. Prison crepes. But this is sort of an interesting, this is sort of a joke and a Zen koan all in one. Listen to this one. And then right after you do this one, we're going to, the show's over, we're going to run over here and sing a song for 10 seconds if you'd be nice enough to just wait for that.
Okay.
Now, but first, before M. Night reads, or Night I call it, reads his final joke, do you like him or what? They loved you.
Thank you for having me.
They loved you.
Yeah, you guys are so sweet.
They loved you, and I can't wait to see. I loved Split. I saw it last night. It was fantastic.
Thank you
okay,
so much.
here we go. And everybody should see Split.
And
God damn,
Glass
it's good.
in
Thank you
2019.
Yeah, January of, 19.
Oh, can't wait.
Here's the final joke.
Final joke. The inside of the human body is more of a miracle than you'd first think.
Even more of a miracle than you'd first think. Why is that?
Since everything goes on in there in total darkness.
Well, you never... What? Wait, no. Oh, cut it.
That can't be the way we end.
No.
I read it 3 times wondering if that was going to happen. And it happened as I saw it was going to happen.
Here's a very, very,
Give me a
this is
guaranteed
almost,
one.
Okay.
This is guaranteed. Give me a guarantee.
A joke in the spirit of M. Night Shyamalan. Word M. Night Shyamalan to produce jokes rather than films. The joke might read something like this.
A lot of people stress out about getting crow's feet, but personally, I would be more concerned about their long, razor-sharp beaks.
Oh, my Lord! Let's do this. Hey, we're back with the fantastic Michael Keaton. So, sometimes people come on, they're not as funny as you are, so we write their jokes so they can say jokes.
Oh, okay.
But I thought this would be cool for you because it's the greatest joke teller ever, maybe, right? Okay, so here you go, Michael. Don't ever read it ahead, though. Should be a little louder, also.
Oh, gotcha, okay. No, I thought there was a thing, really. So this would be...
Oh, you think that? No, we'll get you.
No, I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the truth?
Yeah.
Boy, how my mom worked all day, cared for me, put food on the table, and killed all those drifters is really something.
But this one,
joke.
you have to read ahead on this one.
See?
Because this requires a little bit of, this requires performance.
No one ever said.
Because here's the thing, you have to then repeat those 3 words with a little bit of an accent.
Give me another.
I swear this will kill you.
Huh?
I swear this is going to kill. We're going to cut this part out.
Okay.
So, you see, he's a Russian guy that works at the fair, right? Life is fair.
Okay.
That's all he thinks in life,
Okay.
He just knows.
Okay, we're back. I had a little coaching session, so I hope
This
I
will
come.
crush so hard.
I hope I come through for you.
Watch how big they laugh.
No one ever said life is fair, except for that Russian guy who worked at the fair. Life is fair. How about that for a Russian accent?
That was fucking awesome. That was so good. Hey, what about this? I want to coach a little person to become an eating contest champion, and I want to name him Noam Chomsky. What about this, man?
This is very good. Wait, ready? Sorry, let me do it.
Yeah.
The most disturbing thing about Disneyland is seeing all those smiling people walking around wearing Mickey Mouse's severed scalp. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want the band to play me off. All right, am I done?
I had the best joke.
Oh, all right.
I was saving for you.
God, I don't know. I want to go off on that. That's
This is what we're going to do. We're going to do. I'm going to give you...
That was strong.
This is strong.
All right.
I would not lead you down a path astray. Okay. So I'm going to give you the strongest joke. I'll do one, so it'll be a palette. Okay. When Mozart would sit down to compose, this will be good for your son.
Okay.
When Mozart would sit down to compose a new piano concerto, he'd first pause, close his eyes, and say to himself, I better make this as hard as fuck to play. Oh, I thought that wouldn't work that well. Okay. Okay, this is the best joke for the best comedian that I've ever witnessed. And here it is. And then, and also, thank you, Mr. Keaton.
Yeah.
Thank
you so much.
Thanks a
so
lot.
honored
Thanks
to
a
have
lot.
you.
And
Here it
thanks,
is.
Red Bull for
Right to that camera, right there.
All right. I wonder who's buried in the grave of the guy who invented the old switcheroo.
Hit it, boy! All right, we're back with Billy Joe Shaver. Now, this is the part of the show, Billy Joe, where we read jokes.
Am I slobbering again?
No, you're not. We read jokes off blue cards.
Okie dokie.
So you want to start?
Why not?
Why not? Here's a joke.
Okay.
You can read that.
I don't fat shame women because you can't judge a book by its cover. Of course, it's too damn thick. Nobody's gonna read it.
Billy Joe, what about this one? This might sound crazy, but ah!
Yeah. You're right. Bad news for e-cigarette users. You look fucking stupid.
Strangely, the word Bell is in the inventor of the telephone's name, Alexander Graham Bell. Similar to the inventor of the fax machine's name, Benedict Thomas Gajing 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 Plot.
That was good.
What about this?
All right. Words cannot describe your beauty, Adam Eget, but numbers can. You're a 4. But relax, you got a 5 head.
You got a 5 head.
It's funny and accurate.
Hey, I'll give you the last one. Are you ready?
I never was, but yeah.
Now, first of all, let me say, this has been a real two-holer of an interview. And give him a big hand, Billy Joe Shaver.
That's
Billy
a
Joe.
mystery, man. It's a mystery.
Billy Joe will be doing the last joke.
All right. A bird in the hand is a good way to get bird flu, you fucking asshole. Get away from me, go wash your fucking hand.
Yeah, Billy Joe, baby! Let's sing. So, hey, we're going to read our jokes now.
Oh, all right.
Gosh, man, I didn't get to a very important thing.
What was the important thing?
Huh? So we're just going to be... I'll read the first joke just to... Chess players think checker players are dumb, but I love playing checkers. Plus, the red ones are tasty. You like that one, Adam?
I do like that one.
These are cold clothes. This one is good, though. This one is good.
Oh, you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Nobody tells me what I can or can't eat, least of all some guy whose job is labeling packets of silica gel.
Do you know what silica gel is?
No. Is this like a regular feature?
Yeah. Because structure is so important. So you know how we end the show, right, Lorne?
No, I don't know. I've never seen the show.
You've never seen this show?
Been on yet?
Well, it hasn't been on yet. It hasn't been on the TV.
How would I have seen it?
No, that's true.
I've heard about it, of course.
Yeah. But what we do is me and Adam Eget. This is Adam Eget.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
And this is Lorne Michaels, everybody. We go up here and we sing a song into the camera.
Jeez.
And then if you were just be kind enough to sit in your chair, it'll only take 20 seconds.
Okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
One more time for Lorne, though. Come on, seriously.
I'd trade tomorrow for one more sunset from back then.